Sorry. Nope. Redo. All right, guys. So I want you to meet a really good friend of mine. Hey guys, so super cool video coming to you. We are out on Main Street. Did I say anything else in the video? It's just really short. I love how people mysteriously get on their phones as soon as they see us. Local installment about the coffee shop. Freaking stop. Okay, so Greer, South Carolina, pros, cons. There's a lot of pros, so I'm going to kind of rattle them off, but one of the first pros is actually the location. So Greer is very conveniently located here in the upstate. It's close to pretty much everything. You can be downtown Greenville in like 15 minutes. You can get onto I-85 or I-385 if you're headed up to Charlotte or down to Atlanta. You're right there next to the interstate. Then also we have a pretty major airport here in the area, Greenville-Spartanburg Airport, so GSP. And it's like 10 to 15 minutes from just your general location in Greer. So location, fantastic. Then you also have the employment opportunities here. So I know if you're watching this video, you're probably like, well, Aubree, if I'm gonna move there, where do I work? So we have some of the larger industries here in the upstate, and I think a lot of times they get kind of overshadowed by they're in Greenville. Well, they're in Greenville and Spartanburg County, but they are actually located in Greer, South Carolina. So you have BMW, Michelin, Fluor, the Mitsubishi plant, and then you also have just the inland port. So the inland port was opened up in 2013 here in the area, and it just has a lot of shipping that happens, a lot of different products that come in through the area. So definitely if you're looking for a job, you're gonna wanna go ahead and look at those areas. Then you also have education. So according to greatschools.org, Greer has some of the top rated schools here in the area. And you really want to make sure that you go check out that website. I'll put the link in the notes here. That way you can look at their ratings and so on, but lots of great schools according to that website. And they take a lot of different factors into play there. Then you go from, okay, so great location, great employment opportunities. What about, education? What about things to do? And that's something that, again, is really cool about Greer and its location. So you have things like, Topgolf, axe throwing, the different business parks, lots and lots of local businesses and restaurants, and very local, community driven. I would also recommend going and following Greer Station or Greer, South Carolina on Instagram and Facebook. Those community groups via those apps have a lot of the up and coming events. Other things that you need to know about Greer is its trade street. So the main street of Greer has really worked at becoming a place that you actually want to go. You want to go walk. They have events throughout the summer and the fall that you can sit out on Trade Street, enjoy the evenings. They have live music down here. It's just a lot of fun. Then you also have a lot of outdoor activities as well. So you can, there's lots of parks, green space. There's also the Campbell's Covered Bridge, which is just a really cool place to go and visit. And side note, I got engaged there, so obviously it's great. So definitely just all of those things to do. You're gonna find so many cool things. So then on the flip side, what about cons? What are the bad things about Greer. So I will say that Greer's population over the last 5 years has seen some exponential growth. People start looking at Greenville, South Carolina, realize that maybe it's more expensive than they want to pay to live there, and then they find Greer, or they get a job and they realize that they're going to be out here in Greer for work. So more people have moved here. They're looking at the school districts and so on and so forth. So definitely I would say there's more population density out here. It's still considered a small town though, like it's not bad. Other things that you probably want to watch is their crime rate as well. Now it's just property crime, some burglary, larceny, so on and so forth. Make sure you check out the websites that have all of those numbers in play, especially if you're looking at living here, because sometimes it just comes down to make sure you lock your doors, or you have a Ring doorbell or something like that. That way you can see your packages being delivered. So definitely something to watch out for. Other things is the cost of healthcare and housing. So healthcare, Greer has a Prisma healthcare system campus. And Prisma is one of the largest healthcare systems in the Southeast. So you are gonna have a slightly more expensive healthcare costs here, but it's not bad and I think it's worth it. And then also housing. So because of that population density rising, our housing prices have also risen here in the area because of demand. So if you are looking for a house, your average price range out here in Greer is probably going to be in the upper 200s, low 300s, and I would expect to be in the 300 to 400 range if you're looking for that family home. I have a lot of you that ask about places to rent, what is the average rental rate as well, and I would say it's pretty comparable, if not a little bit more, than what a mortgage payment would cost. So definitely I would take all of these things into account. Your pros, your cons. Greer is an awesome place to live, and you have lots of good things, and then you have some things that maybe you don't like. So if you have anything that you would like to add, a pro or a con, I'd love to see it in the comments. And make sure you check out our other videos on Greer, South Carolina, and things that you need to know. So I'll catch you next time. Bye.